talking this afternoon to a couple of the Barcaldine players, while they can recall how they went in the season, the thing that they leave the season with and the thing that they're most proud of is what they've done for their communities.
Well, Barcaldine's in the central west, obviously it's right in the middle of the central west, and it's quite a large town compared to other places that are out this way.
Their commitment to the community and this region is enormous. They do fundraising, and there's a real sense of the whole community is behind this footy club.
There's not many clubs out there that can say that their community has their back all the time, so without that backing you don't have those foundations to grow as a club, and I think that's been so important, and every year it just seems to get bigger and bigger and our support network just keeps growing.
I think that it's nearly a brand for Barcaldine, so to speak. We don't just come here and play footy, the boys all put on a shirt on Anzac Day and we march as one down the main street. I've had a football player dress up as a giant Easter bunny and we bought the chocolates for all the kids in the community and handed them out at a race day. And we had Viv, she's a life member, she's an elderly lady, and we noticed one day that we her yard needed a bit of a tidy up. Viv, 89 years old, still donates to both clubs, senior and junior.
Yeah, so we have an annual Ladies' Day that we host every year. We get a special kit designed that the boys wear, and then from that we do an auction of those jerseys. This year we actually raised over $20,000.
With that money as well, what we've also ensured is that it stays in the community. So it's not going to a national fund, it's going to a local fund.
I know there was also parts there where they've supported a young kid with a disability here to play football as well.
Like this year, our coach's daughter got diagnosed with alopecia, and she shaved her head because she'd come to the last straw. And the boys showed up to training one afternoon with a razor, and they all shaved their heads, just to show support for an 11-year-old girl that's now bald. So
all the money that we raise that we give back to charity, and the club doesn't profit from it. I think that just shows too that we're not doing it to make money for our club, we're doing it to help our community out.
They just really enjoy getting behind the club, and then then the club gets behind them. And for us in the juniors, it's about giving the kids an opportunity and little pathways through to playing senior football for the Goannas.
We rely on the juniors a lot. They do our canteen for every single game. They show up, again they gel, there's reliability there all the time.
Without seniors you don't have juniors, and vice versa, so we need to harbour the juniors coming through and make sure that they've got strong foundations.
And we know one day that our junior rugby league players that are playing in the juniors are going to be seniors, so if we can nurture that through from a young age through to their senior football and being involved with the people that get in and help those kids to play.
But anything that we do, the juniors are always on board, and anything that the seniors, that the juniors do, we're always on board as well.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm going to ask if the two committees from the juniors and seniors can come out. For all of you guys as members, and certainly the committee should be really, really, really proud of not necessarily just what you do on the field, but what you do for your community here in Barcaldine. The effort the volunteers go to just to get kids to have a game of footy is quite extraordinary. So just as a small token tonight, I've just got a signed Origin jersey to hand over to the guys. It's a small bit of recognition for what this club does for its community. Certainly give yourselves a massive round of applause for that. So yeah, thank you on our behalf.
Look, I've just got my name behind it, and I'm just the president, and because I'm the bloke that put his hand up at the meeting, but there's so many people behind. I can name every single one of them that put their hand up every single day, regardless whether it's just a phone call to come and help us do this or do that. It's just fantastic. To our sponsors, our town is absolutely amazing of how much money we just continue to fork out to make sure our kids go and play footy. And it's not just this year, it's a generational thing. I must have a big thank you to the parents. You guys are the ones that drive your kids to the footy games, whether that's locally, whether that's going to Winton. Those people over the hill don't realise that we drive for 6 hours just to play 16 minutes of football, and we drive another 3 hours back home because that's what we do for our kids. And this award is just it's for you guys. It's not just for us and Reese and the senior and junior committees. It's for every single one of you sitting here. And to us, it's, you know, we say thank you very much, and you should be bloody proud of the mighty Sandgoannas that we are.
I'd just like to thank firstly the community, our supporters and our sponsors, but most of all I'd like to thank those people that are, well, the juniors actually, they're in there every single game, running that canteen. The two clubs just gel so well. I'd like to thank those, firstly our committee. We're a very young committee, I think, but they just, everything just happens so automatically. And yeah, I'd just like to thank the general community really for really supporting the Goannas this year and getting behind us. Yeah, winning this nearly means a lot more to me. I don't know about everyone else, but yeah, this says a lot for the Barcaldine community. So thank you very much.
One on this phone first. 1, 2, 3. Winning! 1, 2, 3. Winning!